Carolina family sues school district after bullies took photos of their daughter in the ICU following attempt to take her life. How the fuck did these kids get into the fucking hospital? How the fuck did these kids get into the ICU? How the fuck did you let kids? She's 12. How did you let kids in here? Let me, wrong video. There we go.
The 24-page lawsuit her family filed this summer. It details multiple occasions where her daughter, Kalea, says another student physically assaulted her and called her a roach. She was in a coma man.
There was no less than 7 to 9 times that I myself personally reached out to the school, and I had the emails, and half the time they didn't respond back, and if they did, it wasn't with anything of any sustenance. There was never any resolution.
Then, on March 17th, 2023, Turner says that became a day she will never forget. She found her then 12-year-old daughter hanging from a belt in her bedroom at home.
It was 11:18 p.m. when I found Kalea hanging. They couldn't find a pulse, and they couldn't find her heartbeat.
That is so heartbreaking. And my number one issue with this, is how did your daughter get the mind to hang herself? Like how did hanging herself get into her repertoire in her bag? Like how does she know about, oh, I know I could hang myself. You know? I'm not gonna say she's a bad mother, and I'm not gonna say those kids didn't bully her and push her into that position. And I'm definitely not gonna blame the victim, but I'm just confused on how she got to the place of, you know what, this is a way I can hang myself. I'm gonna hang myself, and that's the way I'm gonna die. That is so categorically uncharacteristic of girls to do. Like women typically use pills. Typically pills, and then it's pills, what is it? Wrists and something else. What article are you looking at? Right now I'm doing a news story about the girl in South Carolina that the bullies took a ICU. Um, excuse me. They did an IC. They took photos of her daughter while she was in the ICU after she hung herself. I'm just trying to wrap my head around like how did this little girl get there at 12? She's fucking 12. Wh- like so her support. What type of support system is this? I, I I can't wrap my head around it. I can't. I can't. I don't know. I don't know. And I'm coming into this as a child that also wanted to off himself. She could have been bullied, yes, but how do you think about hanging yourself? How do you get that idea? That's the part that I'm hung up on. How do you get the idea to hang yourself? Because women don't normally do that. If they would have said, "Oh, she took a bunch of pills, we found her passed out on the floor, and we wanted to like do this particular thing," then that makes sense to me because that's characteristic of women. But hanging herself, like I'm assuming her school district must be mostly white people, and they told her to hang herself on some racist ish. That's what I'm assuming. Could have heard it. Yeah, yes. That's true. That's true. Could have heard it. But I think she heard it from outside her family. Because black people, we don't play that about that. Like, that's not coming out of our mouth. It's not. It's just not. It's not coming out of our mouth. But anyway, I'm gonna proceed forward. I'm gonna proceed forward because there's more to this story. There's absolutely more, and I want to definitively get into that. Um,
She was in a coma for weeks, ultimately staying in the hospital for 101 days. And now
101 days. God damn. God. 101 days, and she ended up in a wheelchair now. And these kids bullied her into this. And and they took pictures. And they took pictures of her and how she looked in the hospital. That's wrong. That's wrong.
Kalea requires a trach, feeding tube, and she's nonverbal. She can't lift her arms, legs, or torso and is completely dependent on her parents to function. WYFF News 4 reached out to Greenville County Schools. They say in part, quote,
The district is aware of the allegations made by this parent and has addressed them directly with the parent. We disagree with the allegations and have conducted a thorough investigation and review of each allegation at the time that they were made. Nah, 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 nah. Nah, how them pictures get on the net? Fuck y'all. Fuck Greenville County School District. Fuck y'all. How did them pictures, how them videos getting up on the internet? Y'all gotta get to the bottom of it. Because if it wasn't the kids, then who did it?
district is aware of the allegations made by this parent and has addressed them directly with the parent. We disagree with these allegations and have conducted a thorough investigation and review of each allegation at the time they were made. While we do not agree with the allegations, our hearts go out to Kalea Takora Turner, her mother, and their family.
Man, nah, hell no, hell no, hell no. You know what? No, no, no. I gotta dig a little deeper. I gotta dig a little deeper into this. So district, daughter hangs. Okay. Um, okay, okay. I got the article. I got the article right here because I want to go a little deeper into this. I want to deeper dive this because this doesn't make sense to me. Okay, and this is updated on the 4th. All right. The parents of 14-year-old 14, damn, she's in high school. Oh, these kids are fucking cruel. They're fucked. Yeah, they're bad. Against their daughter's South Carolina school district and other defendants claiming reports of bullying went unresolved. Uh Oh no, no, she's 12. It was at 12. Okay, she was 12. Okay, I'm not tripping. She was 12 and spent 101 days in the hospital. While in the ICU, a fellow student was allowed to visit and then took photos of Turner and circulated them on social media. A student took photos of 12-year-old South Carolina girl who was in the hospital ICU after she attempted suicide after following months of being bullied at school, and a lawsuit filed by the girl's parent alleges. Kalia Turner, now 14, suffered severe brain damage and is now receiving round the clock care from her parents, who have filed a lawsuit against the daughter's school district, Greenville County Schools, as well as the girl's teacher and other administrations, claiming that they were negligent in responding to a bullying and harassment claims, according to the suit obtained by People. After more than a year of bullying, Kalia attempted suicide. Her mother Ty was found her hanging from a belt in her room March 17, 2023. Why did I never hear about this story? I was actively covering this type of stuff and I never heard about this till now. She was gone for a whole 8 minutes. Fuck yeah. Yeah, she was toast. She was fucking toast. Paramedics couldn't find a pulse and they couldn't find a heartbeat. There were grown men in the room crying. Kalia spent 101 days in the hospital, including 31 in the ICU, according to the GoFundMe fundraiser created by her mother. Kalia was in the ICU, and one of her classmates visited her, and then took photos of her, according to the complaint. After the student called another student, one of the two minors circulated the pictures on social media and assisted spreading rumors about Kalia's injuries. The defendants named in the filing included Kalia's teacher, Olivia Bennett, who failed to stop the students' bullying. On Friday, December 17th, 2021, fellow students were calling her a man and a roach in Olivia Bennett's class. Whoa, Jesus. A roach? Miss Bennett was complicit in the bullying and said nothing to the other students to stop it. One student asked, "Where's the roach?" And Miss Bennett pointed to Khalid. Oh, Miss Bennett? Yo, Miss Bennett got to be fired. Miss Bennett got to get fired. She got to. In a separate instance, students in another classroom played a song and video on YouTube called the Black People Song, the complaint said. Defendant Tier allowed the song to be played without any comment on its offensiveness nor reprimand or discussion with the students who played it. Wow, she was in a racist at school district. What? If she's going through, why not just pull her from the school? Why not just pull her from the school? I pull my child. I pull my child. I pull my child from there. I pull my child from there immediately. That's crazy. Um, Miss Bennett was complicit in the bullying and said nothing to the other students to stop it. One student asked, "Where's the roach?" Miss Bennett, blah 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 blah. According to the complaint, Kalia's parents continually complained and brought attention to the bullying harassment, according to the complaint. But her mother wrote in the fundraiser, "Despite our efforts to address the issue, nothing was changed. Now the Turner family is seeking justice for the once joyful and talented girl who's now wheelchair bound and nonverbal. We are fighting for Kalia's healing and well-being every day, believing that she has a purpose and that her story can inspire others." Greenville County spokesman Tim Waller tells people in a statement on Wednesday, December 4th, that the district extends its heartfelt sympathies to Kalia and her family. The school district administration investigation addressed each reported incident in accordance with policy and law. While it said no parent concerns or reports of bullying were ignored, and all were directly addressed with the student's mother. We firmly deny the allegations made in the lawsuit that bullying and the parent concerns at Fisher Middle School were not addressed. Well, I mean, if they were addressed, how did the girl end up hanging herself? That can't be true. That cannot be true. And where are the school guidance counselors? Like, hello, like what the fuck happened? How was this allowed to get this far? Um, in order to maintain integrity in the litigation process, it would be inappropriate for us to further elaborate on the details of the case. Greenville County School District strictly prohibits all forms of bullying, discrimination, harassment, and intimidation. A spokesperson adds, every school district implements anti-bullying strategies and programs to help students recognize and report bullying. The family attorney, Josh Christian, tells people in a statement on December 5th that his firm's heart breaks for this wonderful and caring family. We hope that by bringing light to the circumstances surrounding Kalia's educational environment, including the bullying, we can change the educational system and make certain that other children are protected. We stand behind the factual allegations in our lawsuit and believe that Kalia's situation was preventable had the school and school district taken different action. The attorney notes that bringing light to the bullying and ramifications of bullying, if not prevented, can allow us to tell Kalia's story in an effort to better protect youth and children moving forward in South Carolina. Yeah, that's crazy. Let's read some of these comments. The constant bullying happened to my daughter in primary school. One day she told me, Mama, I saw the cars going by the street, a busy street, and wanted to run out in the street. I took her out that school and decided to homeschool. It was the best decision I ever made. I wish they had homeschooling when I was in school because I was also bullied. Because of my good grades, I was a teacher's pet. I got beat up. Another girl picked a fight with me after school. I was constantly harassed. One school district does okay, so the school district doesn't condone bullying, but it appears that at least two teachers who appear to condone bullying based on their specific allegations and the victim's parents, those teachers and their employer are at fault. Yep. Saying this as a 32-year-old high school teacher, if the allegations are true, I hope every teacher loses their job. Her behavior was both unprofessional and unforgivable. Um, no suspension for these bullies. Permanently ban them from public school system altogether, and let their idiot parents pay let school them, or pay a very high price for someone to tutor them. Charge the bullies and their parents, same as when a school shooter goes on a killing spree. I mean, rent. I mean, Edith ain't wrong. Edith ain't wrong. What we got? The parents on both sides of the fence need to take control of their children and stop the finger pointing and blaming teachers for their own child's poor upbringing. Yeah, yeah. That's crazy. I'm gonna stop reading the comments there. Well, 50 Cent calls out. Oh yeah. That 50 Cent shit kind of crazy. That 50 Cent shit kind of crazy. Um, yeah, that's kind of crazy. That is kind of crazy. But I know I can't use the footage, so I'm not gonna get into that. I'm not gonna get into that to a little bit later. Because anyway, to stay on topic and close this out. To close this out, I fully believe that the school district is at fault here, and they really should have done more. What more looks like, I don't know, and I don't even fucking care. But they should have done more.